Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jamel from Fantasy Life, and today I want to talk about who is Black Ops 3 for. With Black Ops 3 out and it being the second straight game taking place in the future, as well as implementing a new movement system, it left me with the question, who is this game for? Any person who has not bought or pre-ordered Black Ops 3 should ask themselves, is this game for me? That especially applies to older Call of Duty players. Advanced Warfare was just a heads up as to where Activision is taking its Call of Duty franchise. And with a new direction, there are new changes. Call of Duty started as a World War II shooter. Call of Duty took events from history and combined it with some fantasy to give players a game that was grounded in some reality. It allowed players to experience a somewhat real scenario in which our grandparents or great grandparents who fought in the war had to endure. This gave Call of Duty a sense of reality, as well as an emotional tether to its fans. Call of Duty then made the jump into modern times in COD 4, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This is where Call of Duty finally started to hit its stride, as fans of previous Call of Duty still had a game grounded in some measure of reality, and was still relatable, as the majority of weapons were weapons that were actually being used by our US military. Modern Warfare franchise was also able to bring in new players by making it something everyone can relate to. At the time, the United States of America was at war with Afghanistan. There were a lot of soldiers that ended up getting shipped to Afghanistan. Modern Warfare not only gave the friends and families of the soldiers a chance to experience war and what their peers will be experiencing, it gave entertainment to the actual soldiers that were fighting the war. Modern Warfare had a universal appeal. Modern Warfare not only retained its original fans, but it also reached out to a new wave of fans. Fans that did not care about the events of World War II because they were too focused on the war that was going on at the time. Also compiled upon by the fact that Activision partnered up with our US military to make sure that the design and artillery of the weapons was accurate, as well as their feel and sound. This brings me to Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. Both games take place in the future and utilize weapons and technology that exists but has not been perfected yet, as well as weapons and technology that doesn't even exist as of right now. In fact, both Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare features not just story, but gameplay mechanics that are not practical or even relatable by today's standards. How does Black Ops 3 retain its older fans? The fans that have been with the franchise since the story was about World War II or even the Modern Warfare story? The sad answer is it doesn't. The truth is that Activision expects the fans of the franchise will continue being fans and are not afraid of losing some of those fans. Is like Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 is an attempt by Activision to bring in new fans. Black Ops 3 is not marketed nor geared to more seasoned players of the franchise and is willing to forego these veterans in favor of appealing to a newer audience, a newer generation. Black Ops 3 is a futuristic, borderline sci-fi shooter that will undoubtedly appeal to a younger and a different audience, out with the old, in with the new. This is not necessarily a bad thing. It was time for Call of Duty to change. The last COD that tried to stay true to previous Call of Duties was Ghost, as it was grounded in some sort of reality. Ghost tried to emulate past CODs and in doing so created a game that was universally hated. Ghost not only failed to bring in new players, but it also failed to retain older members. With Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, this will give players a break from the classic playstyle, while also building a longing and a need for it. This not only gives Call of Duty a chance to return to form if Black Ops 3 does not work out, but also a chance to do it right in the form of Call of Duty Ghosts 2, which will undoubtedly be grounded in some sort of modern warfare. Ultimately, what I'm saying is that Black Ops 3 is not for seasoned or veteran players. It's for new players, and it's also an attempt to bring in new players to the franchise. Activision already expect people who have been playing Call of Duty for the past 5-10 years that they're going to continue to purchase Call of Duty games and continue to play Call of Duty games. So this game is in no retrospect geared for us. Before picking up your copy of Black Ops 3, ask yourself, is this game for me? Is this a game that's grounded in some sort of reality, where it takes real live events and emulates it in a way that's going to be appealing to me? Or is this a sci-fi shooter that's going to merely tickle my fantasy? This is Jamel from Fantasy Life asking you to share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my Black Ops 3 review. I'm also reminding you, your life is a fantasy.